So I have some exciting announcement to make. Not only that we have this amazing chef in the kitchen with us, Santi, who has Chef's Table in Cape Town, which my partner actually went to the other night for dinner and raved about it. So I'm now dying to go. Originally from Spain?
Yes, I am, originally.
So I can say, hola.
Hola.
¿Cómo estás?
Ciao. Yes, but there are going to be a lot of questions as to the accent, right? Because I don't sound like a Spaniard.
Okay.
So I was born in Spain.
Yes.
At age 15, I moved to the UK, and I borrowed the Pommy accent.
I see. Which you've brought with you to South Africa.
And then I brought with me to South Africa, and all my English friends now say that I sound like a South African.
Well,
Brew.
I think he's getting there, right? When did you arrive
Hundreds.
in South Africa?
I can say all those things.
But can you understand Afrikaans?
No.
Oh.
Only the bad words.
Ons moet 'n bietjie Afrikaans praat, nee.
I can do that.
So what have you got in store for us today?
So I'm going to make two things. I'm going to make a little mouth cleanser that I'm going to make you all eat. Okay, so you clean your mouth with something very fresh, with a little mandarin, a relish made with apples, ginger, spring onion, honey, chili, olive oil, a little bit of vinegar.
That sounds delicious.
Okay?
Mandarin, aka nachi.
Nachi, that's what I was trying to remember. And I'm going to attempt to make in front of you some fruit caviar that goes on top.
Lovely, it sounds delicious. And those prizes that we're going to be giving away, we've got one bottle of wine from Longridge, which is a beautiful vegan wine estate. And we will also be giving away a fabulous Mervyn Gay's bowl. So we have them throughout the sessions this weekend. In fact, we're going to be using some of them here. How beautiful are they? Handmade. Yeah. By the ceramicist based here in Cape Town. So we have a prize to give away for that and the wine. And I'll be asking some questions. So you better be listening up carefully, because the first one to answer those questions will be the winners of those prizes to take these goodies home. Are we ready to rock and roll? Do you have water?
Am I allowed to ask questions?
Yes, you can.
Oh, okay.
But I'm not sure if I give you the prize, it feels a bit, I'm not sure if that's all above board.
No, okay. I'll go with whatever.
You're the boss. Some chocolate I can give you instead from the last demonstration. How's that?
Right, are we ready?
We're ready. Is everyone ready? Let's do this. Yay, amazing.
Excellent. So, I've already got some made, but I'm going to show you how we make it, and then we're going to add it there. The reason why I've got some made is because there's so many of you. Yeah, okay. So, we take the apple, okay, and we slice it as thinly as possible, okay? And then we take them all and we put them together, and we're going to end up cutting them very, 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 very fine.
This is the part where I get nervous.
And then you cut them again, very, 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 very fine. Okay? This acidity, as well as the lovely sugariness of it, is what's going to add to that flavor that is going to be with in Spanish we call it agridulce, sweet and sour. Okay, and then it goes into that bowl with the other stuff. Okay. Then we take nachi.
Baby nachi.
Where does that come from? I mean, what does that word actually mean?
I'm not sure, because if we think about nar, that doesn't sound like it's bringing the right context. But I love...
It was nar. What is nar?
It means nauseous.
Right.
And key is normally what we add on as a diminutive to make something smaller. But
we do that in Spain.
Do you?
Yes. Like, for example, my name is Santi, so my family call me Santinho, which means little saint.
I love that. It's so beautiful. What a nice name.
I know.
Stunning.
Thank you. And you were all supposed to agree.
What I love about nachis is already the smell. I'm sure you can. As soon as you peel it, just spreads that beautiful aroma. One of my favorite fruits.
I like a nachi, however it goes, whether it was something on its own. The one thing about South Africa, obviously I'm Spanish and we're very well known for our oranges, but South Africa has that climate that you can grow anything. And it grows all the time. Your citruses are amazing. Your whole produce, especially top end, is unbelievable. When I first moved here, I couldn't believe it.
Really?
Yeah, because you hear, oh, South Africa, you know, it's Africa, you know, where's the grass? And you arrive arrive here and everything is green.
I have to say I had the same experience when I went to Spain. I thought the produce is beautiful. The tomatoes, another level.
Well, the south of Spain is desert, and the still grows there, right? But where I'm from in Galicia, which is the northwest, is very, very green. We're the sort of greenest part of Spain. Right. Okay, so what we do with the nachi, I will remember the word by the end of it, is that we then spend a long, long time actually cleaning all this white stuff, right? So we take all the white stuff so it's not bitter, right? And also to make it look fine dining, to make it look nice, to make it look like we worked really hard for the little money you pay us, right? And you do it with a knife.
It's actually a very clever trick. I've never seen that before because I've always just pick at it and it takes forever to get it off. But that's super quick.
Well, if you look at that, which they haven't been done, okay, and you look at what I'm doing, you can also use chemical stuff, which is, and I'm talking about like a vegan proof. So you put them in a container with some stuff, and it basically makes the white stuff go away. I prefer to do it this way. The reason why is because you want to keep a bit of it, because otherwise it will come apart.
Right.
And but what I want you to do with it, once you pick it up, it's going to go, and I don't want that to happen.
Yes, you want it to hold its structure.
I want its integrity to stay there. And I'm not doing a bad job. I'll be honest with you, I haven't done one for a long time. That's why you have staff. You teach them how to do it, and then you forget about it, and you get them, and then you go around complaining that they haven't done it properly, but you haven't done it. Right? Jonathan's standing over there in the middle. He knows all about that.
So I heard that the World Cup rugby is actually what brought you here to begin with. Is that
Oh,
right?
wow, you've been well informed.
I mean,
Yes.
I have my resources.
But not the recent one, 1995.
That is...
That's a long time
I feel
ago.
like we're giving away your age here a little bit, Santi.
Yes, 1995, I came with a whole bunch of Brits. And that's okay. And basically, I behaved like a Brit. Do you know how young Brits behave abroad? That's what we did. I don't remember anything other than the fact that I had most amazing time. I fell in love with South Africa then, with every part of it, with every angle of it, and then I kept on coming back every other year or so. I then eventually met a South African girl in South Africa, which is why I moved here. We're no longer together, but I stayed.
Yes. Well, we're happy to have you.
She's gone back, and I stayed. And she's South African. And yes, I just love it. I love everything about South Africa. I think it has a huge future. I think all of the melting stuff that we got happening here makes for the best of humans, if you know what I mean. And I think that's a great thing to look for in the future.
Absolutely. And I mean, obviously, if you can't pick it up, maybe it's because you're not right next to him, but you radiate passion for food, passion for flavor.
I do, and women. No, but food for me is something that I started. My mother's side of the family were fishermen, and my dad's side of the family were farmers. So in one way or another, I was always going to end up being in that. But I don't remember. Someone asked me yesterday, when's the first memory you have of like loving food? I don't have that. For me, it's just always been there in one way or another. And what I learned was to actually respect the produce and to try and get the best from the produce. And one of the things that we do at Chef's Table is that we only buy things from within 50k of where we are, 50 miles no further. And for me, that's really important because we have great produce from lots of individual people, as well as checkers, and that you can use and whatever. I go directly to the fishermen, and so on. I got some people that grow vegetables just for me, and I like that sort of like small, organic, sort of like connection.
Very, very local.
Yes.
Love that.
So in here, I'm going to actually show you how I'm going to do this. This is just a little box that we put some salt in it. Now the salt, okay, is part of the actual flavor. Okay, the reason why it happens, it does, is that when we actually put it like that, okay, but I'm not going to do that yet. We put it like that, and when you pick up some of the salt, and the salt actually wakes up the actual flavor and the orange and everything else. You said your husband?
Yeah,
your partner came over
he was
to my
at
place?
your restaurant, and he absolutely had the time of his life. He and his work colleagues. They had a very good pairing with good wine too.
I love it. Whenever they come, if people come and spend money, that's my kind of game. Yeah, it's my kind of game. So
Can I ask, what salt is that you're using? 'Cause
that's
it's
just rock
obviously
salt.
quite- okay,
It's rock
chunky.
salt.
Yeah.
It's very chunky. It's actually been infused with a little bit of orange. That's why it's got a little color.
Lovely.
Okay. But okay, so we're going to leave that there for now. And now I am going to try and attempt to do the.
Just so you can see what the salt actually looks like.
Just here.
Okay.
This is just a bit of passion fruit. Okay. Wrong one. Ooh. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it to the boil. Okay.
Passion fruit, as in granadilla.
Granadilla, which is
Another
obviously...
South Africanism.
I remember that being first time I went to the beach and someone was calling granadilla, and then kept on going something else, but we can't repeat it.
Delicious. You can't really visit Cape Town in summer and be on the beach without having a granadilla lolly. It's part of the culture.
Part of the culture, right? Okay, so somewhere I should have some oil.
Yes.
I know, but it's cold oil. Maybe Jonathan can go and get it for me. Johnny, make sure I get that really cold oil. We've got time. It's all good. So what happens is that when I'm going to use agar-agar or agar-agar, it depends who you ask and where they're from, which is basically a vegan gelatin.
Gelatine, yeah.
So it's made from seaweed. Okay, so what you do is you actually put a little bit into whatever juice you want to make, and then you take that and you use a very cold vegetable oil to then do droplets into it, and you create
lovely.
little espherifications, which is like caviar.
I feel like you're giving away real chef secrets here.
This is the real molecular cooking, as they call it.
Please come in, grab a seat. We're
So
just getting started, so you can come. Yeah.
just right. So, where's my oil? Now I'm going to start acting like a chef.
Let me see if I can go.
Ah.
So
Now,
cold
Johnny
oil.
will get it. Johnny will go over mountains to get anything I want. There we go. So, anyone ever used agar-agar before? Ever heard of it? You have?
I have your cold oil. Here we
Look
go.
at that. And it's nice and cold. The reason why it needs to be cold, and that's why it was over there, is because if it's not, it won't, when you put that sauce into here as a droplet, it won't seal it.
I see.
Okay, so you need to, as soon as it hits that, it needs to get a coating.
Right.
Right? Right, well, let's see whether we can do it.
While we're speaking of cold, I know some of you have been here earlier, but for those of you who haven't seen this before, this is quite a neat fridge trick. How cute.
That's cute.
Love it.
So there is about 300 and something milligrams there, and we're going to use 1.5 full spoons of this, right? Okay, and now what we must do is we must stir it very nicely so that it actually emulsifies with everything, right? And what we want to do is we want to bring it as quickly as possible so it starts boiling, it starts simmering away when it starts bubbling. You go for it. You can ask questions. Ask me something.
Right. So, I do want to give away that prize. So
yes.
one of them being the bottles of wine. So earlier you said you do want to use some wine in something. That's for the
I
mushrooms.
do in the mushrooms.
Okay,
I want to
perfect.
just to make them drunk.
Yes, yes.
That's what Mother says.
When you were talking about produce in South Africa, have you been mushroom foraging? Big question.
Once, and I want to go again.
So I've seen all over my social media, I don't know if you have foodies out there who love mushroom foraging. Apparently we've had one of the best mushroom foraging seasons the last couple of weeks. Loads of porcinis being found all around Cape Town, really beautiful stuff. I've also only been once or twice, but I don't trust myself to go alone. I'm not sure I can tell the difference between the good guys,
and the bad guys.
The dangerous guys.
Well, I know a little bit of mushrooms, and I still don't trust myself, so...
So what we're doing here is getting this to the boil. Oh, you can see it's thickening.
It's thickening away, you see?
Lovely.
And we don't want it to thicken too much, so you just need to get it to that when it starts bubbling. As soon as it starts bubbling, which is starting to do now, we're going to basically...
do we turn the heat off?
Turn the heat off and
Right.
bring it out. Johnny, can you go and get me...
Poor Johnny's working quite hard.
Oh, sorry. I beg your pardon. You got my doctor's thing here. So we're going to use this instead. Johnny runs around for me all day. He's my sous chef.
Oh, lovely.
His name is John. I call him Johnny, but his name is Jonathan. And he's the real boss in the kitchen.
Jonathan, we might give you something to do here behind this kitchen later. One of the earlier chefs that I did a demonstration with said, he was actually the first chef on today, Christian Campbell. He said to me that kitchens have personalities.
Yes.
And as a chef, when not only is it stressful to cook in front of people, but to cook in front of people in a kitchen that is not your own and finding your space around the kitchen is something else. So I think all the chefs deserve a whole lot of love for the work that they're doing here behind the kitchen today.
Yes.
Because when you don't know where to find pots or pans or spoons or anything, and you don't have a Johnny at your side, you have me, and I'm not sure I'm any good at also finding pots and pans.
The thing is that most chefs have a brain this size. And
not true.
No, we do. And not only that, the main thing is that you don't know where anything is. But if you work in a kitchen, in a big kitchen, in the UK I used to have 45 chefs, and I used to go, service, and I didn't have to look at anything, everything would appear. Today I have Johnny, which I go, let's go, and everything is there. And it just, so that we can look pretty. It's hard for me to look pretty, so I need all the help I can get.
But you've worked in some incredible Michelin star kitchens.
Yes, I was very lucky that after washing up from age 15, I ended up working for some really cool people like Albert Roux, who taught many people like Marco Pierre White, Gordon Ramsay, all of those people. Gary Rhodes, who recently passed away. I was very lucky that I then went on 20 years on Michelin, which it's not better than anywhere else. It's just a great experience. That's what it is. It means that you're working at the pinnacle of the industry in terms of the produce and that kind of stuff. Absolutely.
Amazing experience.
Right, we're ready, I think.
Fabulous.
I'm going to transfer it into something else so that it cools down a little bit. This is the thing. This normally takes an hour to do.
Okay, so we're having the really sped up version.
Yes, because you basically need to take it high heat, make it melt, and then cool it down, right? But we're going to try our very best. Okay. And then what we need is a couple of these.
Oh, wow.
Which is water. And the reason why is because we need to clean them from the oil. Because you don't want you don't want that oil flavor, right? You want the pure taste that you're picking up from here.
Yes.
All right. And then I'm going to take it from there.
I feel like we're getting quite Michelin starry.
Well,
here,
I wanted to show off a little bit.
Scientific over here.
I wanted to show off
some interesting ingredients and equipment.
There we go. So, let's see what happens, right?
I'm intrigued.
Let's see. Do you see the little caviar?
Wow. Seeing the little droplets. Oh my goodness, look at that. So they all just drop down to the bottom?
They all drop down to the bottom, and they can also float, depending.
Yeah.
And how much. There you go. And the more you squirt, the bigger they are.
Okay.
Like that, you see?
Wow. It reminds me a bit of a lava lamp. Now that's giving away my age.
Well, it's basically the same thing, believe it or not. It's water and oil separating. Come on. This happens sometimes with the pips, you see?
Yes.
There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go.
Beautiful.
This is what I should have got, 2 or 3 syringes to get everyone to come and do some work.
Exactly.
You know?
And I only have one hand. I'm not that useful in the kitchen. I can stir and I can spoon for you.
Well, I hear you cooking later.
I am just... I feel like he's giving me away here. I'm just doing a little demonstration after this where we'll be putting together some desserts in a very quick and easy manner. It's a bit of a cheat, fun session just playing with some really simple, easy ingredients and throwing together some yummy things. So
Well, I'm definitely going to come and watch.
Oh no, now the pressure's on.
No, I love muffins. You sound like some of my friends. Oh my goodness, what am I going to cook for you? Food?
Yes.
Like, they always say, what do you eat? And I said, beans on toast.
It's funny, right? You
Yeah.
spend all this time cooking these fabulous meals, dinners for everyone else, and then it's actually a series I'd like to watch is what chefs cook for themselves, right? So it must be quick, healthy, some of it the time, maybe not all of the time.
It's just because of time more than anything, right? We don't have time. And like when we sort of like finish eating, we don't feel like cooking a sort of like gourmet meal for ourselves.
course.
It's something just to nourish us and something quick.
Yes.
Beans on toast.
Beans on toast.
Beans on toast.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing
Actually,
wrong with that.
pretty good meal. Protein, carbs, excellent.
Well, I hope all of this oil fits in here because it's the only one I can find.
Oh wow! Look at them come through.
Some of them worked and some of them didn't work. Now you see.
I think you can definitely see that it's come together.
We'll make it work, right?
The perfectionist chef in you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now that spoon. And then what you have to do is you have to just wash them because otherwise
Yes, it was
don't.
taking the coating off
Yeah.
of the oil, right?
Right. Okay, and another, there we go.
There we can see some of the little beautiful nachi balls. What do we call them?
Nachi caviar.
Nachi caviar.
Nachi caviar. There we go.
And obviously, citrus is also in season now, going into winter, which I just love. I'm such a fan of lemons, oranges, nachis, grapefruit as well.
Nice and
oh
fruity,
my word,
yes.
love it.
Fresh.
I think they're coming together actually quite well.
Well, you know, whoop, better than I thought.
We can only do so much in the time that we have.
But it's good. It's all good.
Oh, that's perfect.
Right. So now, let's mix it all together. Then we're going to put a little bit there, a little bit there. So this is like a little mouth cleanser or a refresher or something. When people arrive in your house and it's a really lovely day, you give them some of this and it will burst into their mouth. It will be very lovely and fresh. And in the restaurants, we do it to basically make sure your mouth is cleansed from everything you've been eating. So you get to eat what we want you to eat, not what's left
Exactly.
from before.
And if you've been here for a few hours today, like I have, you've had all sorts of delicious flavors coming through. But it is good to have that refresh, restart for the
right?
next thing. Yeah.
Right, another little spoon, wherever. I keep on missing my spoons. And then a tiny little bit of this.
Beautiful. And a question about the apples. Can you use any kind of apple,
Any apple.
for this dish?
Any apple. I'll tell you something. This has had so many versions for me. It's actually based on a Spanish. It's called Salpicon, right? Which we actually make it with peppers, with onion, with tomatoes. We make it with everything that is fresh from the season.
Lovely.
So you can do it with everything that is fresh, anything you like from that season.
Yes.
Anything that is got like as much sour as well as sort of sweet. And it's really, really lovely, sort of with tuna. Sorry, but with anything in a salad, you can put it in a salad.
Yes.
So, for example, if you want to make a bungless kind of burger or whatever
Yes.
in a salad, it's very, very nice with it as well.
Can I invite people up to grab one?
Come grab one.
Who would like to try one?
Come on. Be
Come
brave.
up, be brave.
So you can see what we
exactly.
prepare it like.
I also have some paper towels. I know it's not super fancy, but if you feel like
Yes.
you just want to wipe your hands or something,
And this is what we normally, how we
And just
present
put
it
them here.
normally.
Yeah, just grab a sheet and see. This is the The desired effect.
You could try that one. And what you do is when you pick it up,
Yes.
well, you don't have salt. I want you to pick this one up. And I'm going to grab this for you.
Yeah,
and then brush some of the salt off. Don't eat all of it. Just take some of it off from the, that's it. And then put it all in your mouth and you tell me what you think.
Okay, I love that.
Can I ask you to put that other one on top just real fast?
There you go. Yes, do that. Why not? You ready?
Oh, that's lovely.
It's nice and fresh. Did you put it all in one go?
I
So it
did.
exploded?
I did, and I love the salt. Very
Fantastic. All right, let's see if we can...
good. Very yummy.
Yummy, right?
It's actually quite Moorish.
Yes. Yes. And it's literally just a little bit of like mother vinegar, cider, and then a little bit of olive oil, salt, pepper, and that's what gives it that little sharpness. Because
Definitely.
everything else is there with the chili, the honey, the
I was going to say, you
apple.
can take a little, you taste a
just
bit of that chili.
It should just tickle your sides, right? A little bit.
Right.
How is it? So nice and fresh?
Lovely.
Fantastic. I'm ready for the next
Oh
one.
my goodness. Okay, let's go. Is everyone's palate cleansed and ready to rock and roll?
Yes?
Have you seen these beautiful mushrooms that we have over here? How divine. Chef,
Yes.
tell me about the different mushrooms we have. I see a few types on this
So we got
beautiful
shiitake,
tray.
we got button mushrooms, we got Fujili mushrooms, which are like these long ones. We have portobello mushrooms, they're somewhere as well. And I'm now going to make like a little, it's like taking duxelles, which is an old French traditional thing, which you do with mushrooms, onions, and so on. And I'm going to create a little mousse. And then on top of that, we're going to put some beautiful little mushrooms to make it look a little bit beautiful.
Divine.
And I managed to get a bit of truffle. So I'm going to infuse it with some
Aren't we
truffle.
lucky today to get a
Okay.
bit of truffle? How stunning.
So let's do this.
Okay. So,
And these pots are beautiful, aren't they?
I love them. Yeah, stunning. Le Creuset, such a great kitchen household brand. So I want to
Oh, you're doing a
start
giveaway
inciting
now.
some enthusiasm. Wait, I have to actually put my microphone down to grab this 1 second. Alrighty, so for the lucky potential winner for a beautiful Mervyn Gaze bowl, earlier we were talking about Santi's restaurant. So first question might be tricky, but can anyone remember the name of the restaurant? Yes. No, not quite right.
What?
There we go.
There you
Chef's
go.
table. Amazing. Congratulations. Thank you. I hope you enjoy the beautiful bowl. And we still have some wine to give away later, so keep that.
My mushrooms.
I'm sorry.
Sorry. I was trying for you not to hear, but you can't do that. How do you know?
You can't be undercover here. Everything you say will be heard.
Yeah, no, I didn't mind. I wasn't saying anything bad about you. I just needed some more
All right.
mushrooms, which
So-
we're going to do. Now,
okay,
choose
cool.
me a nice oil. You've been working
All
all
right,
week
yes.
with the oil, so
Okay,
just
beautiful.
give me a nice, beautiful extra
Tough
virgin
choice,
oil.
but I think let's do this one.
Okay.
It looks like a Christmas tree with all its stickers.
I like
of
the
awards.
shape.
I do like the bottle too.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
What does that say? London 100C champion.
That's why I chose it, because I'm
Gold
trying to channel
award.
your
My
bit of your heritage there
Londoners.
too. Yes, the London part.
So what we're going to do is we're going to just put a little bit of, when a Spanish person says a little bit of olive oil, what they mean is a bath of olive oil, because it's very good for you.
I love that.
Yes.
I'm very generous with my olive oil. I always have a few bottles going in the kitchen at the
Always.
same time.
Always. So then I'm going to take some of these beautiful, look at this.
And we've got Johnny in the
Johnny,
kitchen.
look at this.
Yay!
So he's got me
Can I
some more
help you?
mushrooms.
All right.
Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Johnny, can you take this away so I can get some space? Thank you, my friend. And
Thank you, Johnny.
you can come back again. We'll have you again another day. We're going to make first of all the base, right? Which is like a puree. And it's, like I said, this is mushrooms or mushrooms or mushrooms or mushrooms, right? And you can take the very humble button mushroom, okay? And just roughly chop it, because we're going to blend it afterwards. So it doesn't really matter.
And do you need the oil to be quite hot?
To start with, no, because we don't want to brown them straight away. So I've
Right.
actually, I turned the heat up to put the oil onto heat.
Yeah.
And now I've turned it all the way down.
I see.
Right? So, because as obviously I'm putting them in there as I go.
Yeah.
Okay? I don't want those ones to be burned or overcooked.
Right.
Because I do believe that we tend to overcook mushrooms.
Oh, okay.
To me, a mushroom should be a little bit undercooked.
All right.
In a most uncouth way, I think that the mushroom is a sort of the meat of the vegetarian world.
Definitely.
And I think that we need to be able to get that flavor, that earthy flavor. I think that when you overcook a mushrooms, I don't know whether when you have breakfast, they tend to go gray. So they're lost like the mushroomy color, right? And I think that's because we tend to overcook them.
Okay.
So I always undercook them. Also, because we do a double cook on this,
Yes.
we undercook them specially, so then we can actually cook them again.
Right.
Okay? These are some beautiful shiitake.
Shiitake. Yeah.
Okay? These are lovely. I love them.
And can you use a mix of any mushrooms for this? Because we've got quite a big variety happening here.
Yes. So I'm using like 6 different types, okay? Because they bring like a specific thing. You know, they bring like the chestnutty kind of like flavor that these have got. Then the button mushrooms are to actually add a bit more volume, okay?
Yes,
Because
yes.
they'll get lost in there.
Yeah.
But what they do is they add volume.
Okay.
Okay? So that you don't have to use just expensive mushrooms. You can
Yes.
use like something to bulk it up, which will not take away the flavor from the others, if you know what I
Great.
mean.
It's actually a really great tip for cooking
Yeah.
a lot of mushrooms.
Because mushrooms can be expensive,
Definitely. And they also shrink.
and they shrink. They do shrink when you overcook them even more.
I know. I'm definitely realizing I'm at fault for a bit of that. So I'll be
So-
watching my cooking of mushrooms in the future.
There
And
you
I
go.
like to tear mine, actually. I
Do you?
find,
You mean like
I
this?
find it gives that almost. I'll
We can tear
explain
them.
why.
We can tear them.
Almost like a pulled meat vegetarian texture when I'm using it in a dish. So particularly with shiitakes,
I love the strands.
you see it does
Yeah.
this. I'll bring one closer
Yeah,
just
it's
to
got a
show a
beautiful
little
strand.
bit of that.
She's right.
So when you pull it, it just kind of creates almost like you would do a pulled meat sort of texture. So I love that for a stir fry, or if I'm basically doing a
You're
mushroom
correct.
dish.
Some oyster mushrooms, which also have like a beautiful flavor, and they absorb a lot of fluid, a lot of liquid. And then we're going to put some baby portobellos, which everyone knows, right? This is me, and this is her.
They are beautiful.
I love a portobello. Again, a beautiful, and they're actually fantastic with pasta as well.
Yes, absolutely.
Has
And I
anyone
like
ever
that
cut
you've got
themselves?
Sorry?
Has anyone ever cut themselves doing this?
Oh my gosh, I have cut myself so many times in the kitchen. Are you guys with me? I used to fear sharp knives, but actually what I realized was it was the more blunt knives that caused my issues, because you're cutting them almost too hard, whereas a sharp knife will slice through quite easily. But my partner has this joke. He calls me Hurricane Hoppy because I'm quite a messy cook, and he always has to make sure I've got plasters in the kitchen.
Oh, shame. So I'm adding a little bit of garlic, not too much, because again, we don't want it to be overpowering.
Oh, I love garlic.
Okay,
Also so
and
good for you.
you offer me some wine.
Yes, I can.
I would love
Let me
some
just
wine.
hold my microphone, balancing it carefully.
Okay, so we're going to turn it. If you wait 1 second, we're going to turn it up all the way. I'm going to put some salt in here. And I want you
right.
to pour it.
All right, I'll
Yeah.
pour it. How much
Pour
are
it.
we looking
I'll tell you
at?
when.
All right.
Not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet. Now. When? Thank you. So that's going to help to create the stock.
Right.
Okay, that is going to emulsify all those flavors together. Okay? So, we're going to now add a little bit of spring onion.
Yes. I love spring onions. And on that note, I wanted to give away that other bottle of wine. Here it is.
Are you doing more giveaways?
Well, just one more, because we're talking about the wine, and this is a very easy one. All right. I think it's an easy one, but let's see. So we have all these varieties of mushrooms in front of us, and I want someone to name one of the types, and you can win a bottle of wine. What is it?
One of the types.
Yes, Portobello.
Who said that? Wow.
Congratulations. Yay.
Right. Now, one of
Starting
these.
to smell really good. Oh, that is beautiful. Does anyone want to come up and just get a bit of a smell? It's quite lovely. Don't be shy.
They're being shy.
What are we looking for now?
I'm just making sure that I got the lid for this. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
But before I use the lid, I am going to use, a little spoon to stir it.
And so this base that you're creating
Yep.
now, we were saying this
Puree.
is also something, the puree, this is something that you can actually use for a few dishes or to even add flavor to dishes, right?
You can actually make a soup from this.
How
So you
delicious.
can take this and make it into a soup. You just blend it. You can add coconut cream to it.
Oh. I mean, I was getting hot in the kitchen, but I didn't realize we were setting things alight.
He was quick.
That's really paying attention.
Well, there you go. It's all happening.
I love it. It's all action here.
But
in
you
the
can see
kitchen
how
today.
this changing color, right?
Yeah, beautiful.
Right? Changing really nice color. We can add a little bit more salt.
So you can use, if you were to make this, for example, in a batch like this, could you put some aside, keep it in the
You
fridge,
can.
and then
This will keep in the fridge easy for a week.
yeah,
As long as it's nice and sealed.
Yeah.
And you can also freeze it and freeze it for as long as you
Amazing.
like. Like I said, you can use it for soups. I make it as a pate as well, so I make it nice and thick, and I make some toast.
delicious.
Spread the pate when I finish work, and I don't have beans on toast.
It's mushrooms on toast.
It's mushrooms on toast. So yes, there we go. This is
lovely.
going good.
I find mushrooms also add such a beautiful, like umami flavor to all kinds of
Yes.
stews,
And that's
so-
what this is doing.
Exactly right. And so I always just like to add a little bit of that in as well, like you said, to stocks, to soups. Beautiful.
Yes. So I want to put the lid in so we can actually get that really getting soft. Okay. And what I'm going to do in here, we actually have some vegetable stock, and I'm going to figure out which one it is. This one. And I want to bring it up to heat nice and slowly, because then what we're going to do is we're actually going to, that's the wrong one.
I'm not sure it's the right lid.
That's okay. We're then basically going to take these and we're going to cook them upside down.
Oh, wow.
And then we're going to put them back onto a pan. And
That's
that's going to
beautiful.
be the actual look of the dish. It's going to look
amazing.
like that. They're beautiful. Fushimi? Is that right?
Shimeji.
Sumichi.
Is it shimeji? It is shimeji,
I thought it was
right?
fumishi. Anyone? Oh.
Any mushroom experts?
No mushroom experts here. No, they are sumichi.
Can I balance this just like that?
Yes.
for you?
Well, is it
All
not
right.
that one?
Might be this one. There we go.
Wonderful. Okay, so we're nearly there. Are you an expert with this machine?
So I know that blender has given some chefs a bit of a, shall we say, they've had to get some
A bit of a hard
elbow grease
time.
into
Don't let
getting
it give me a
burnt
hard
in.
time. I've already burnt
it
the
works
cloth.
really well. It has been a hard worker today. And what are we doing in it?
So we're going to take this in a minute and we're going to put it in here to blend it.
Yeah.
Okay? We are then going to take these out of the way
Yeah.
because they're going to be the top, like the hero
Uh-huh.
mushrooms. And when that is blended, then we're going to take those beautiful two dishes that we've got over there,
Stunning.
and we're going to put them one over there and one over there so people can come and taste as well.
Lovely,
We've got some spoons over
definitely.
there. So it's going to happen very quickly. When it's ready to go, you can see steaming
Yeah.
away. It's going to happen really, really quick.
Oh, wow, that's
You
fantastic.
see how it's changed completely?
Yeah, the colors changed, texture softened, really beautiful. Okay.
So that liquid that's there is because of this. You created this beautiful stock with the wine.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So this is almost done.
It really does smell beautiful.
Yeah.
And could you use any wine with that? It doesn't matter that we used a rosé. It could be white wine, red
yes,
wine.
I mean a rosé or a white, but a red no, because it will change the actual. I mean, it could be interesting. I mean,
Yes.
like we do marinate with red wine certain dishes to make them look like a particular way.
Mm-hmm.
But I would stick to like a rosé or a white wine. I actually do like it with rosé. When I was asking for white wine earlier, you suggested that, and great suggestion.
I feel like I'm really a part of this
Good
beautiful
sous
meal,
chef.
right?
Good sous chef. I tell you, Johnny, you're in danger.
Cannot find cold oil, but can supply wine. Oh, they look really, really beautiful.
So they're really almost there. So we're going to turn this on if it works. No.
I think this side, yeah.
Yeah. So we'll do one at a time. It's okay. We'll just do one at a time. You see, they're almost. I keep on chucking
How do you
everything.
know when they're ready? What's the
For
tell?
me, they're ready to eat.
Okay.
I would love you to taste one of these mushrooms.
Oh, I will. Is there a little fork
Yes,
somewhere where I can...
Or a spoon. There we go.
Or a
Look.
spoon.
There we go. Look. I want you to taste one of these as is,
Thank you.
and tell me that you got. It's nice al dente, but it's ready. Careful, it's hot.
Oh,
Yes. So it's for me, mushrooms are so much better when they're not overcooked.
I see exactly what you mean now.
Yeah.
They're really lovely, though. They hold so much beautiful flavor.
And the flavor, the actual mushroom flavor comes through instead of
Yes.
being lost in that sort of like grayness. Right, I'm ready to go.
Okay, is this a two-man job? Do I need to help
I think so.
hold something?
If I hold it, would you be able to
To
scoop
spoon
it?
them? I can.
How's
You
that?
can. You
There we
guys
go.
don't mind if I put my mic down for a second to make this all happen?
Maybe we should take that top over there. What do you think? Yes. Well, let's put it over here, and then can you?
Can you get a spoon?
Wow, what a good job! You're good in the kitchen, obviously.
I'm
You know what you're
sorry, I'm
doing.
spilling some mushrooms. It's
Well,
not
that was
okay,
just
Amy.
one.
She's
I would have
coming
spilled
out.
half of it.
Woo. Don't look at the floor. There we go. And we've got the beautiful garlic as well.
Yeah.
Is that good enough?
I think that's fantastic.
Amazing.
Perfect, I would say.
Whew, pressure.
They're not applauding though.
I know. I'm not sure I did a good enough job.
Right, where's the top? Here we go. So you're saying that this has been like a nightmare for people, right?
It's just you've got to
Il
get
Padre
into it.
Nostri Spiriti Santi, right?
There we go.
Yes, no, that's not working. Oh, here we go. Ooh, no, more, come on. More.
Okay, well, it's certainly getting there.
There we go. It's happening.
It is happening.
That's a trick.
There you go.
Push it forward.
You've got this kitchen sorted already. None of the other chefs did that. That's really looking incredible.
That will do.
Whew.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Good job. And we're going to move this over here. So while that rests there, we're going to take some of this beautiful olive oil.
Yes.
You get paid to promote these.
I do not. In fact, this olive oil has an unfair advantage over the other olive oils.
But actually, I want to taste it.
That is really a Spanish drizzle of olive oil in that pan. A very generous amount. And good.
That's very good.
Beautiful.
That's very, very good.
I do love olive oil.
Put it in my
Yeah,
pocket.
there's a chef's pocket somewhere
Yeah.
there.
Right, so how is this doing? Is this, you think, yes, it's coming along. So that's really almost there. I'm actually going to do this. That little pathetic thing there. Because now we are going to try and make everything look pretty.
Yes.
So we want that stock to go as nice as possible. I'm going to take these dishes.
Also Mervyn Gares, so
They're beautiful, right?
that bowl that you won, same Cape Town ceramicist.
Yeah.
The studio is really beautiful. If any of you are ever that side, Pardon Island side, you can make an appointment to pop in and visit.
Can't believe I burned that. I'll hide it. Right, okay, so these these are getting hotter and hotter and hotter and hotter. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to basically do that, and I'm going to put that in the vegetable stock like that, and it's going to stay all in one piece, or as much as you can.
I feel like this is the most theatrical of all the demonstrations that we have had today.
Oh, really?
Well, we've had flames.
Ta-da!
We've had whole mushrooms being dropped into a beautiful
Oh, really?
sauce.
I'm going to start juggling in a minute. Right, so just want that to go soft, a little bit soft, so that it's actually cooked through. But what I'm trying to demonstrate to you is actually the fact that we overcook mushrooms.
Yes.
You know, so you'll see the flavor of this. It's just so different. Instead of like, well, you can see that it's got like a little color, but it's not gone that dark gray that we normally get from mushrooms, right? I feel like I.
Oh, so can I try one of
Please.
those as well? Oh. Very delicious. Finger licking.
You can stay.
Thank you. I am staying after you.
Right, so there we go. Yeah, I'm going to stay and watch your.
Please don't.
Why?
I'll be very shy.
I really want to learn.
Suddenly lose all my confidence.
You know, they say that baking is the most difficult part of the
baking is
kitchen.
a science.
It's chemistry.
Cooking is, for me, create a flair.
It's chemistry.
But baking is really very
Yeah.
scientific.
Are you saying you're clever?
Very specific. No.
Is that what you're saying now?
No, because my session after this is a cheats way of baking.
Oh, well, that's the best way.
So it's exactly for people who believe that they're not so good at baking.
That is then the best way.
And throwing together a quick and easy dessert.
Well, there's nothing better than a quick, easy dessert. Because, you know, like, especially at home, right? We don't want to be like, we want to go to a professional to make us the long desserts, not the quick and easy ones. Okay, we're nearly there. So, I'm now going to use this one.
Yeah.
And you see how,
Oh, beautiful.
they're already cooked. Just going to put them there for now because I want some of that liquid to come off.
Yeah.
And then what we do is the little roots, we just trim them a little bit, and then we quickly fry them, or pan fry them. Okay, and we'll put that there.
And Santi, just a reminder of what is in this pot.
This is just vegetable stock,
Just
pure
vegetable
vegetable stock
Okay.
that we made last night. Okay, obviously you can make it and have it in the fridge when you make your soups or whatever. We actually made some vegan paella yesterday with it, so that's what we used.
Lovely. I'm sad I missed that now.
Oh.
Are you making paella again?
Well, not this time around, but maybe when you come with your partner,
I will come visit.
I'll
the
give you a
restaurant.
little fine dining paella style.
Thank you.
But yes, so we did a little paella with it, which it just means it's sort of very versatile. That's basically what it means, right? Okay, so take this out, oh dear. Okay. Sorry.
No, it's fine.
There we go.
That's beautiful. And then you just pop it in. Wow, look at that. Can I do the next one?
Yes.
If I'm allowed to?
Yes.
Okay, again, I'm putting my microphone to the side. Let's see. So you just
Just a little bit.
Just
So
like that?
yes.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah, and be careful because it might splatter a little bit.
A little bit.
Perfect.
Oops.
Then.
Sliding all over the place. Okay, last one. Last one. There you go.
Yeah, and just let them be.
I don't know why mine didn't stand up nicely like yours. Oh,
And then
wow.
turn it off.
Okay.
And just leave them.
Mwah.
Careful because it might splatter you a little bit.
Lovely.
Right. And then what we want to do is we take this. Okay.
Just wiping my hands
You
quickly.
mix them nicely.
That
Here.
looks so beautiful, that puree.
Yes. Here I have a little bit of infused. Okay.
Whoa, that smells so great. Can I take that around while
Yes.
the screen's
Go.
in and
No.
then-
Go for it. Go
Alright.
for it. Go for it.
Okay, before just to get you excited, just smell this. How incredible is that, Chef? What exactly is inside here?
So that is exactly the same as this, but I put a little bit of truffle in there. Okay. So it's exactly the same.
It's truffle. How heavenly. You want to smell? Do you want to smell as well? It's so beautiful. I'll come and bring it round to you. But now I don't want to stall his process too much.
No, you're not. You're good.
You want to smell quickly? It smells really incredible, very rich and beautiful. And chef, you don't need to use that much of it, right? Because the flavor is so strong.
It's so strong. But I'm also going to be even nicer to these people because I also have real truffle in here.
Ooh, what a luxury.
So we're going to get some beautiful truffle.
Divine. Okay, chef, I've brought it back to you.
Thank
See,
goodness
I'm really
for that.
just calling you chef. I'm like in that habit
That's
now.
okay.
I'm in proper sous
It's better
chef
than being
mode.
called other things.
Santi, what is the sweet name your granny called you?
Santinto or
Santi.
Santino,
Oh, Santino, so sweet.
which is anything like me. All right. Oh, that smells good,
That
right?
smells really, really good. Excellent.
Okay, so I am going to give a little nice one here because we're going to make one like we do in the restaurant.
Okay.
And then I'm going to do one for these very quiet people. Are they quiet?
A little quiet. There've been some laughs. But I'm sure they'll be super keen to come and try this, right? Just now, as soon as it's ready.
There we go.
Oh, that is so lovely. What a gorgeous base.
So it looks like a bit hummus, right?
Yeah, it does
Hummus-y,
look like
right?
a hummus.
A little hummus-y. So we're going to take this beautiful one, which people can...
Oh, lovely.
Okay, and then these ones we're going to just spread them around with my asbestos chef's fingers.
Beautiful.
Okay.
And that oil, I mean, that's also, can you sort
I'm
of...
going to use it in a little bit. Yeah, I'm going to dress it in a little bit. But also, you see the real
Wow,
truffle.
look at that.
So that's the star
What a treat.
of the show. Those people looking, you can look down, look. There you go. Okay, so we're just going to take it like so.
Yeah. Oh, lovely. Can I hold a tray for you, or
That's okay.
I just feel like
You wanna do something?
You're doing so much hard work, and I'm just
That's
standing here
okay.
enjoying the beautiful aromas and
Do you want to do
flavors.
one?
Can I do one?
Yes.
Don't
There we
judge
go.
my
But
plating.
you're going to dirty your finger, so go for it. You can put a little bit there, and then most of them here. Most of them, both of them, share them.
Am I doing a good enough
You're
job?
doing perfect.
Thank you.
And then not to waste this beautiful olive oil that is infused with the flavors.
Yes. That is so delicious.
Bon appetit.
Oh, lovely. Thank you so much, Chef.
It's
that
a
has
pleasure.
been magnificent.
A pleasure.
Please come
Thank
and try
you,
some.
thank you very
Yay.
much. Thank you very much.
You have been magnificent and taught me a lot.
I want them to come and try this.
Say gracias.
De nada.
Yeah, there we go. Here's some spoons or forks. Please just get in there. No double dipping, guys.
Are you
Let's
go-
all be kind to each other. I'm definitely going to try some. Oh, yes, lovely. Thank you so much, Chef.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure.